Energy. The word energy will bring up a different image in the mind of many different people. It could be the energy that runs our house that we are currently being extortionately charged for, with the smoke and mirrors that they're trying to place at our door. It could mean the energy of the sun that warms our face and helps our crops to grow. It could be the energy that pulsates and vibrates through you and that you feel when you come into contact with another and you feel flow through you. Universal pranic life force energy, healing energy. We are all beings, vessels containing energy. And energy really does never lie. And it's to do with your frequency of vibration to that which you then attract to you. And I've recently had an experience that would have brought a tear to my eye not too long ago because of the emotion behind it. And an emotion is just that, energy in motion. But I can see clearly where this comes from and will do all I am able to help clear it. So I'd like to talk today a little bit about fear and love, anger and hostility, and where it comes from. And that when we are a source of inspiration and energy for another, if we, for some reason, we need a bit of time to ourselves and we step away, whilst we're surfing those waves, those ups and those downs, if we come to a period of a bit more of a down and we close down a little to reserve and preserve our energy, it can actually cause people around us to think that we don't love them because we are no longer fueling them. And we know that this isn't the case. And that if they become angry and say that they're upset or even there is hate, that I know how much the love between us, how grand, how limitless, how eternal. Being a father and having children, being able to flow through so much energy and spending so much time and focus upon them as younger children, there becomes a time when we start to slightly separate from them. And if there is a requirement to focus on things around us, other people, situations, experiences, work, relationships, it can feel, as I remember only too well myself, that going to spend time with my father and then having him spend time with others felt like he didn't really care and he didn't want me there. This wasn't the case at all. And even when we do our best, we would always fall. So I had my son yesterday tell me that he hates me. He doesn't love me because he feels I have not been spending enough time with him and I've been asking others to look after him. So logically, I've spent well over half the summer with him because I have them every other day, as it were, half the week. But looking at it energetically, I haven't been with him because I had been previously quite closed down, working through a lot of things internally. And in doing this, I knew that there was a lot of pain within me. So I closed down to preserve this within, not to show it to him or to either of my children or anyone around me. And he's going back to school, and his older brother has left to go to high school. So there is apprehension and a bit of fear that he is now on his own. So he's then thought, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll turn to my safe person. My daddy's got me. And he's looked at me and then he's thought, well, he's not really been there. I've been entertaining myself more this summer. And he is the most beautiful and loving soul, and he would literally spend eternity holding my hand by my side. And this is beautiful, beautiful, but also not very beneficial as he continues to grow. He is 8 now. And it is time that he starts to know that he's okay alone. Otherwise, it will become 18 and 28 and 38, and he'll be there in a relationship that is dependent on the other person for his happiness. And it also gave me a moment of reflection, because there has been one person until very recently that every time came back into my field of vision, I would literally give myself in completion all my energy, all my attention, and everything else would just kind of cease to be. And now that that has come to an end, it means that when I am on my own, I treat myself as that most important person, energizing myself in every way. And when I'm with my children, I do the same. And when I go out to town and meet somebody, or go to the shops and speak to the person behind the till, when I have a walk in the park, an acknowledgement of another person, they become the most important person to me. If we spend less time in the mind thinking about the past or the future and fully exist in the present, it means that we're able to actually then realize that the situation that we are currently in, well, it's all we actually really have. This moment of now. So as I deliver this to you, as I look through this camera, I'm looking at you. And I'd like to tell you that at least for this moment, you are the most important person in the world to me. And I wish you every happiness, upliftment, connection, wonderment, excitement, adventure, joy, liberation, prosperity. And fundamentally, I wish you love. Love for yourself above all else. And then love for everyone else. Have the most beautiful day. And as always, I share what I do because maybe it will reflect back to you. That when our children are scared, or whenever anyone is scared, and they feel that they are not loved, then anger comes up. And I'm very well aware that my son has taken on the frequency of his mother to do with the languages that he used and the way that he delivered the information and the way he chose. So perhaps that would allow for that situation to be resolved, as well as he is an incredibly gifted healer himself. So perhaps he will heal that program, release that energy, and I will help him do the same until we are all free. Free to just be. Free to be me, unconditionally. Have the most amazing day, as I say. All my love. Namaste.